it was two people when we got the green light to go live. There were two people that I wanted to make sure that we had on the show. One was Kirk Franklin, and he opened up the show with us earlier this morning and had some incredible words of inspiration.
Yes.
But another one who's always been in the public eye and has been doing incredible work with the community through his platforms, and because he's such a popular artist and he's one of the illest MCs in the game. I was reading an article on this artist who purchased hand washing stations for the homeless in Atlanta in response to the virus. Yeah, and he partnered up with Atlanta's Love Beyond Walls to assemble and distribute these portable hand washing stations in areas where the homeless population was extremely high. And I said, man, that makes so much sense. That's right up his wheelhouse. This is something that this dude has been consistent of doing for years now, ever since he put out Real Talk back in 2004.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, come on, man. That dude came up on our show back in maybe 2012 when the Gravity album was out. He did a 5 Fingers of Death that shocked the world. He blazed it, and then he put out the Anomaly album, and All Things Work Together. He got a new single, but I wanted him to come on the show and just talk to us and talk about the work he's doing. So welcome to the show, the one and only Lecrae, ladies and gentlemen. Lecrae.
Yeah.
Yo. What's
going on?
Man, we got Lecrae right here.
This is dope.
This is incredible. I want to open up the phone lines. If you want to talk to Lecrae, 888-742-3345. Man, how you doing, brother? How's everything with you over there?
Man, I'm blessed, man. You know what I'm saying? I can't even complain. I could, but you know what I'm saying? There's too many other things to be grateful for, even in the midst of this craziness we got going on.
You in the A right now?
Yes, sir. In the hay, man.
You and the family just cooped up in the house, huh?
Just cooped up in the house. But, you know, like you already said, man, so many good experiences that you just take for granted until you get to sit yourself down and just, you know what I'm saying, be with your family and take it all in. So I'm just appreciating it.
What you got, about 3 kids, Lecrae? 2 or 3 kids?
Yeah,
okay.
I got 3 of them, man.
Yeah.
I got 3 of them. And shout out to their teachers for doing a video conference in school too. Love that.
Dope.
I'm not built for this homeschool life.
I heard that. Okay, go ahead and ask them the question you just wondered.
Oh, you gonna see? You know what?
Ask them.
See, this ain't even fair, Lecrae. Because, well, first of all, I love you and I love your work. We follow each other on Instagram. And I always appreciate you, and I always smile when I see you. But a lot of my other friends are posting pictures of their kids being home, their kids eating up all the food, and it's driving them crazy. Like, kids are running through food, and they trying to do this homework online. And I'm like, well, can you beat your kids during the quarantine? Like, what are the quarantine rules for these parents that's now literally stuck home with their kids? But I swear, you set me up. I ain't know it was going to be Lecrae. I can't ask him, can he beat his kids?
Listen. Spare the rod, spoil the child.
Okay.
But look, man, I'm just glad that prayer and spankings are back in school now. You know what I'm saying? In my school, they back in. You know?
Right.
Okay. The Lecrae homeschool, you can get a spank with a ruler, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, man, I want to talk about this new song you guys Set Me Free, but obviously everybody's dealing with this pandemic, and I love the work you did with Atlanta's with Love Beyond Walls. Who came up with that concept to put up the portable hand washing stations in areas of homeless populations?
Man, all credit due to my homie Terrence Lester. Man, he's a brilliant individual. We've been friends for years here in Atlanta. And, man, you know, I'm the type of person that when I see stuff going crazy, I just want to link up with the folks I know who on the front line. You know what I'm saying? Who's out here really getting it? If when I want to go to prisons and I went out to the Bay, I hit up my man Nate. He took me into San Quentin. In Atlanta, I was like, man, you know, who's out here, you know, doing something for the homeless community? Because it just hit me. I was struggling with my issues. I'm worried, you know, I don't know when I'm gonna get my next check from a concert. But I'm still good. And then I'm thinking to myself, oh, my goodness, how must those who living on the streets feel right now, you know what I'm saying? And they can't quarantine and wash up. So I hit my man Terrence. He said he had an idea to put these portable wash stations around the city. I said, that's dope. How many you got? He said, I got 1. I said, not anymore, you don't. You know what I'm saying? So we went and we got 15 of them, and we just been putting them in different areas around the city to make sure that those people experiencing homelessness can stay sanitized and stay clean, man.
Give that man a round of applause for me, Adam. And that's the way you're using your platform to benefit others. What I love about Lecrae too is you're very transparent about your beliefs, your life, how you live your life. You could literally follow you on your social media and know how you're doing. It's almost a cheat code. I mean, I need to be DMing you and texting you, but I'll be feeling like I'm connected to your social media. And one of the things you did last year, and I thought was amazing, I saw you in Israel, and I watched you be baptized in the Jordan River. Was that the plan, or did you get over there and just got moved by the energy?
Nah, I got moved, man. Like straight up and down. You know what I'm saying? And end of the day, you know what I'm saying? I think we all are in this place. Like you mentioned it earlier. You know, like the earth has been terrorized. You know what I'm saying? And it's just been going through a lot. And I think it's a picture of us too as humans. You can't. You know, you can only take on so much nonsense. You can only corrupt yourself so much. You know, it's like eating bad food. You can only do that for so long before your body just shuts down and says, no, we got to do something different. And that's how I was spiritually. You know, I wasn't feasting on the good stuff. I was getting cynical. I was getting jaded. And it was good to be in the birthplace, you know what I'm saying, of you know, the scriptures, and just to see where David was and the walk where Jesus walked, and it just, everything became real. And I was like, yo, whatever he did, I want to do. And we already know my story, and I all subscribe to the way that kind of this westernized version of Christianity is. I want it authentic. I want it raw and uncut. And there was I got to get to the source. And so when I got to the source, man, it was just a beautiful thing to get baptized and to come out and just to feel like, man, I can't even describe it, man, but I just felt rejuvenated and refreshed. And I feel like that's what the earth is going to feel like after this quarantine is over, rejuvenated and refreshed. I'm seeing animals in my front yard I ain't never seen before.
Yeah,
they
man.
ready to come out. You know
yeah, man. Yo, them big-ass squirrels you got. Hey, what did the Jordan River taste like?
Hey, man, it tastes like Jesus' feet, man. It tastes like Jesus' feet, baby.
Okay. Let me ask you this, man. Sometimes, I swear, and I think anybody who's in the public eye could probably relate to this. Sometimes you do things with the best intentions. I mean, a pure heart. And you're hoping that people who receive it will receive it as such. And then the public has a way of remixing what you did to their own interpretation and make something that was beautiful and positive and try to knock it down. You got some backlash from being baptized again from people. And that was crazy to me. And when that happens for you, do you take it to bed with you? Does it stick to you? How do you process that kind of? People have the thought, well, if he was already baptized, why would he be baptized again? And they made an issue over that.
They don't.
Yeah. I you know, man, I look at it like, man, if you're going to call shots, you're going to take shots. You know, that's just part of being a leader. You know what I mean? If you're going to pioneer stuff, you know, it's going to come with some consequences, and people going to be upset at the way you do things. And you got to develop, you know, some thick skin. And I always say, if everybody throwing stones at you, pick them up and build something. You know, so it just come with the territory, man. So I looked at it like, hey, man, it's the Book of Eli out here, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to have their own, you know, interpretation of how things should go, and I just got to stay on my mission and do what I'm supposed to be doing.
That's right, man. Lecrae is here, man. He got a new single we're going to talk about in 1 second. Tracy is all the way in Brooklyn.
Yes, I am.
What's up?
Holding it down over here. Lecrae, my brother, how are you, my guy? Thank you for joining us.
I'm good. I'm inspired seeing you work out all the time. I'm like, man, I need to get in the basement and get it cracking. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, I'm trying. I'm thinking, would you have followed in Idris Elba's wife's suit, Sabrina, when she heard that Idris had coronavirus? She just felt like it was her duty as a wife to still stay by his side. That was her instinct. And now she has coronavirus, but she's not surprised by it. As a married man, how do you feel about this situation? If someone's spouse has coronavirus, do you separate from them? Do you practice social distancing, or do you just hold the L?
See, now this is how I feel. If my wife got coronavirus, okay, and they say, you know, it's going to be like 10 to 15 days of social distancing from her, I don't think I'm going to survive 10 to 15 days without my kind of, I got to know her in the biblical sense. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to have to catch that corona. You feel me? I'm going to need me the corona.
Bro, you can't go 2 weeks, man.
Oh, man, listen, man. Look, you don't know what I got going on over here, B. I'm telling you, God has blessed this marriage bed
I'm
over
about
here,
to
my
fake.
guy.
Listen, no more abstinence. He done. He married.
Okay.
He a proud carrier.
Okay. All right, man. Well, this is what I want to do. Lecrae is on the line, 888-742-3345. Citizens, we opening up the phone lines, 888-742-3345 if you want to talk with Lecrae. You teamed up with a man who last year I had a chance to interview him on MTV, and it just caused a viral frenzy when he said he was the king of R&B, and him and Jacquees had a whole king of R&B conversation that kept consisting on. But one thing we found out about YK Osiris is that he is extremely talented, great songwriter. I love his energy. I love that youthful confidence he has. How long have you two known each other, and then how did the collaboration come to be?
Man, YK put out this video. It kind of went viral. He was talking about the music industry and just like his perspective on God and how the industry, is, you could become a slave to it. And I said, man, he's profound. He's more than just what these the songs are. And so I reached out to him after I saw that, and I was like, yo, man, just wanted to shout you out. And then he had a little court trouble, and I stayed connected to him when everybody else was turning their back on him, and was just like, look, man, we all make mistakes. That's not the time to distance yourself from people. That's the time to lean in and say, what do you need? So, I think, he just appreciated the realness, and we connected since then. And this song came about, and it just made sense for us to lock in and make some good music together.
Did y'all write together, or you sent him music and he added to it, or vice versa?
Nah, as a matter of fact, I had sent him kind of like a scratch of what I was working on, and then he was rocking with it. And so he came to the studio, and he just added his own touch to it, So we got to work together. It was funny, man, just because he's really smart. Like, a dude is really smart for a young dude, and just had a lot of insight and information. And you let him go, he gonna go. He gonna just tell you how the business should go and how everything should be happening. So it was just funny sitting there listening to him, and I kept it cool because he was like, he was in my studio, my plaques all over the wall and everything. And he was like, "Oh, this studio let you hang your plaques up here, huh?" I was like, yeah, they let me hang my plaques on the walls, man. He's like, that's dope, man. Yeah, it's a nice little studio, man. I need to start booking some time here. And I was like, yeah, he's like, who run it? I was like, just this dude, So he's a funny dude, man. We had a good time.
Oh, he knew it was your studio, though, when he was asking the questions?
He didn't know. He didn't know it was my studio. So it was just funny because he was just kind of like, yeah, this is a nice spot, man. we got a really, really nice studio in Atlanta. Shout out to my man Biz for hooking it up. But, yeah, he just didn't know. So it's just funny. He just, YK is just he's a character, man. He's a personality. So we had fun working on the music.
Man, okay, well, the new single is called Set Me Free. And I want to talk about some of the things that's actually in the single before we play it, and then open the phone lines, 888-742-3345, man. I pay attention to you. I think you're one of the illest MCs out there. And I know coming on our show when you first did that Five Fingers of Death, it definitely helped give more people exposure to who you are and your talent. And I watched you your career just consistently grow. The trajectory has always been consistent. But you let us know that it ain't always been perfect. And so I want to do a lyrical breakdown on the lyrics in this song with Lecrae. Set Me Free. Here's a lyrical breakdown. Adam.
I don't get it. What exactly don't you get?
Breaking down the lyrics you may not understand.
What the hell did you just say?
It's the Lyrical Breakdown.
I can break it down like whatever you want.
On Sway in the Morning.
All right, cool, man. The song is called Set Me Free. It's by Lecrae. And I found these lyrics kind of interesting, man. You got the new album that's coming out, right?
Yeah, Restoration.
Yeah. When what do you have a date, or has this whole pandemic changed your plan?
I mean, it's planned for the summer, you know, and I still, you know, people gonna need the music whether or not we in the pandemic or not. So, you know, and people like yourself are innovative enough to let us do the, you know, get on the phone and make it happen. So we'll figure it out.
Okay, cool. So the first verse says, "Let me go, let me go, let me go. I've been going through so much. I swear these people at my throat."
Mm.
Where did that lyric come from? I know when you wrote that, it was something on your mind. What was on your mind?
Yeah, I think it's, you know, my philosophy on it is that nobody can hold you back from what God has planned for you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm almost talking to myself, like, when when you feel like people are holding you back from being what you were created to be, really, that's more of a mental state, because nobody can stop you from being what your destiny was written out to be. So you got to almost talk to yourself. So I mean, I'm talking to myself. I'm talking to the powers that be. I'm talking to the industry. I'm talking to anybody and everybody who's got their hands on me and not allowing me to be what I was created to be. And, you know, a lot of it is just yourself. You know, you believe in what the press says about you. You believe in all the critics and the naysayers and the powers that be. So that was really what it was.
And you go on to say, "Oh, my mama, I can't take no more, so miss me with that drama. Get your commas. Get your records straight. Get your facts straight."
Yeah.
And that's when you talking about what the industry was saying. What were they saying about you that rubbed you wrong or that you took notice of?
You know, that's just been the trajectory of my career. You know, I credit people like yourselves and Sway in the Morning, you know, all y'all for really rocking with me. You know, people who appreciate the art and what I'm trying to do versus just taking it at face value and saying, man, what's this Lecrae dude on? You know, they have these ideas and presuppositions as to what you should be like and what you should be talking about because you're a Christian. You got to wear a choir robe with Tim boots, or, you know what I'm saying? It's just all these weird things. And so there was that. But then it just moving forward, it was really just me feeling like I couldn't be free. I couldn't be authentically me. And, you know, I always say, man, that sometimes I'm ratchet, sometimes I'm righteous. I'm a human being. I'm a dynamic person. I don't have it all figured out. I'm just trying to walk this walk as best I can. So I'm just like, look, man, focus on you. Get your racks straight. Get your facts straight. You know what I'm saying? You hold me down, I'm going to rise up like the tax rate.
That's what he said in the bars. Those the bars right there. That's Lecrae right here. We're going to play this song with YK Osiris. It's called Set Me Free. It's available now. If you want to talk with Lecrae, listen to the song, citizens, and call him up. 888-742-3345. It's Sway in the Morning. Yeah. Brand new Lecrae. I like that. Sway in the Morning, Shade 45, broadcasting live from our homes. Okay, we got Lecrae on the line. That's his new single, Set Me Free. I like that. That's a banger, bro.
Respect, man.
888-742-3345. Call him up. Who produced that? Are you doing the production yet, or is it just writing and performing?
Nah, I hung up my producer hat. Shout out to my man Gavi, man. It's an artist on my label actually who produced it, man. He's a brilliant producer, writer, artist, man, and he's a beast, man. So he killed it.
Okay, where the family at right now? Are the kids in the room, or you just separated yourself?
Yeah, we separated ourselves. My wife came in here and was like, "Can you keep it down? We homeschooling out here." I was like, "My bad."
All right, cool, man. Well, listen, continue success. You might be back on in the next couple of weeks. I'm just staying in tune with my friends. You feel me?
Hey, I appreciate you, man. That's love.
Oh, absolutely, man. I want to thank you for calling in. I'm looking forward to the restoration project. And I got to play this thing in closing that I think really it went so viral, and it showed people that, you know, artists, you can't really put artists in a box because you a Christian. People thought that, oh, this dude can't compete with the likes of the Lil Waynes or the Jay-Z's or the Drakes or whoever else, and learned when you came and did that first 5 Fingers of Death that this dude got a talent unmatched. He's his own MC. He's a hyena. Oh, damn, man. Thank you, Tracy. We didn't have the effect, so we need
right.
yo, everybody waited for the hyena effect. There you go. All right. Even though it ain't a hyena. But anyway, Lecrae, any words in closing you want to give to the citizens and to those out there that while we go through this pandemic?
Yeah, man. One thing I would say is that this is life altering for everybody. And I know some people are losing jobs, some people are losing just tons of stuff. But what you cannot lose is hope. You know what I'm saying? The pandemic can steal your job, but it can't steal your joy. You know what I'm saying? And so I would just say, I'm reminded of my man Rashawn. He's sitting in San Quentin right now doing 55 to life. And one of the brilliant things he said is, you know what, this sentence, I cannot change my circumstances, but I can be changed in the midst of my circumstances. And so, y'all, we can become greater. We can become stronger. We can become better in the midst of this. Like, this does not define us. It's a terrible circumstance, but it's a circumstance that we can be changed inside of. So it's going to form us. Don't ever despise the cocoon for what it's doing, because it's going to make a butterfly out of the caterpillar that we are right now. So I would just encourage us, man, use this time in the cocoon to turn into a caterpillar, turn into a hyena, whatever you got to turn into. But don't be discouraged. Be encouraged.
Oh my gosh, this dude! Whenever you use nature analogies, I go crazy because you go from the, you know what I mean? That's my thing. National Geographic, Heather tell you, Tracy, you go from the cocoon to the caterpillar, and the caterpillar metamorphosis into the what? The butterfly. There you go, man. Round of applause for this guy, man. Oh my gosh. We got semi-automatic on the line from Texas. Good morning. How you doing?
Yo.
Morning. How y'all doing?
Doing well, man. Doing well. Give it up for semi-automatic, y'all. Yo.
Hey.
Appreciate it, y'all. All the love. I love it.
Hey, you got a question for Lecrae?
Yeah, man. Like, what was it like working with Osiris, man? I met him one time in Miami on the beach, and he was humble, and he stopped to ask me, like, what you do with your camera? So I didn't really get to talk to him. So what was it like working with him?
Yeah, man, working with YK was dope, man. Like, I think he's gonna be around for a while because he's authentic, he's raw and real, and I think sometimes we just need to appreciate those folks, because some people put on, but some people are just gonna be themselves. I gravitate to the authentic folks, you know what I mean, and he's gonna be himself, whether you like it or not. He gonna be himself, so it was dope.
That's what I like. Yeah, you too, man. I appreciate everything you put out there, man. You can put my faith in God a whole lot, man. Change the whole lives around here, and I push that more than anything.
I'll be respected, my guy. Appreciate you, homie.
That's what's up. Semi-automatic.
Have a good morning.
You too, man. Thanks for tuning in. You a citizen, bruh.
Sway in the morning.
You said it.
Okay, and what we going to do, we're going to end with that first 5 fingers of death. I know I play this a lot, Lecrae, but whatever.
It's evergreen.
Hey, man, I appreciate you. My homie was telling me he was sitting with Beyonce, and they was both watching it, and Beyonce was like, wow. I said, man, if it wasn't for Sway, Beyonce wouldn't be watching me rap. You feel me? I'm just grateful, baby.
Oh, there you go, man. One hand washes the other, man. So maybe we could get hey, when you get that collaboration, I got to come to the studio.
For sure.
Okay, that's what's up. Give it up for Lecrae, man. Give a round of applause. Set Me Free is out now. Make sure you get that song. Thank you for calling in, brother.
Love, baby. Appreciate
love.
y'all. Love y'all.
You already know it. We got the A&R room up next with Rich Nice, and here it is. We're going to take you back into time when Lecrae killed the 5 fingers of death.